Remember watching Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, and playing Halo, Modern Warfare 2, and Def Jam Fight for New York? What did these video games and anime show have in common? Well, it's timeless. But what does timeless even mean? Well, according to Oxford, the definition means not apparent to be affected by the process of time passing. Well, I think the examples I gave explain the definition perfectly. Remember playing Halo with your friends till 4 in the morning and you have to go to school in 2 hours? Or playing Modern Warfare 2 and your palms get sweaty because you're 3 kills away from a nuke? Or binge watching Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop and instantly falling in love, which makes it a classic or a timeless anime show. But what does a timeless anime show even mean? After hours of research, I found a Reddit comment that explained the meaning well, which states no matter the time of production, 70s, 80s, or 90s, it will still be enjoyed and appreciated. But I want to add one more thing to that. I want to add that the product or show value goes up, which I'll explain later in the video, but I think it's 2 shows that are hidden gems in the anime community that's praised that fits the description well. And the first show, which is my favorite show, which is called Airgear. Airgear was released in 2006. The show takes place in Japan where electronic rollerblades called air tracks took over, and as a result, air tracks have a heavy influence in the Japan culture. Many teenagers and adults made teams to go up against each other and called themselves Storm Riders. This is where we follow the main character Iki, a teenager who immediately fall in love with riding air tracks and create his own team with his close friends. But why did this show get so much praise in the anime community and age so well? Well, to explain this, we have to go back to the years of 2006 through 2009, where skateboarding and rollerblades was at its peak of popularity. In 2006, T.I. released a movie that featured the love of my life, Laura London, called ATL. Tony Hawk was on an insane run with his video games and released a classic called Project 8. And back then, me and my friends was still playing Jet Set Radio. So the concept of air tracks and air gear was mind-blowing to me, no diddy. To glide on the walls and to use these air tracks to ride across Tokyo, and also certain air tracks to give you certain abilities, like the Regalia, just made you wish air tracks was real. Especially seeing each character genuinely enjoying air tracks, which brought a connection to this anime show that not a lot of other anime shows do today. For example, I think a lot of anime shows now are focused on the main character dying and being reincarnated to save the world, which don't get me wrong, I watch anime shows like that, I'm a weeb, but this show felt authentic, about goofy, careless teenagers that remind you of your friends that got into air tracks with the power system and teams that gives this show a nostalgic, cool feel, which brings me to my next point. If you watch the anime and never read the manga, I highly advise you to read it because the artwork is amazing. Ogre had artwork that popped out of the book that made the characters look like they was moving when they did a trick that made you want to read the manga more. And what I also liked was each chapter or book wasn't called a chapter, it was called a trick with colorful designs and its fashion statement, which we have to talk about the drip with air gear. A lot of people know I'm a huge hip-hop fan. So back in the 2000s, a group called Dipset from Harlem was a fashion trendsetter. So if I have to compare Dipset to an anime show, fashion-wise, it have to be air gear. From its long, stylish jeans with designs on the side with chains, from characters wearing Air Force Ones rollerblades and even wearing some Bape clothing. No one can convince me that any other anime show have better drip. Another positive I want to talk about is the comedy. Air Gear definitely have its serious moments, but it's definitely hilarious. From Onigiri getting beat up by his girlfriend because she has a fat fetish and like Butcher more, to Iki looking serious and then taking a in the middle of a battle, and Agito cursing out Iki at any given moment. Air Gear is definitely funny, but it's definitely have its serious moments that teaches the viewers is finding who you are, or as Air Gear would like to say, finding your own road. It showcased freedom to be who you want to be with no regrets, as I can relate when I was a teenager to now as an adult, like buying the GTR R34, getting my doctorate degree, and finding the One Piece with Luffy. But seriously, I think what makes Air Gear a timeless anime show is its serious moments to comedy, the storyline that makes it all unique. An anime show we never saw before, but special and very well structured. But what if there's an anime show that's not structured, that doesn't follow the rules? but it's a beautiful mess, like Inner Charge by Willie Dean Koonin, an abstract painting sold for $300 million, a painting that didn't follow the rules. Well, Samurai Champloo is that painting. This anime show is a masterpiece that doesn't care about how anime shows should be made, which I consider perfect and impactful in only 26 episodes. The story takes place in the Edo period in Japan with a mixture of hip-hop aesthetic. We follow two talented samurais. First is Jin, a talented samurai that's reserved with a mysterious past. Mugen, an outspoken and talented samurai that's also a hothead. And Fu, a 15-year-old that forced Jin and Mugen to find a samurai that smells of flowers. And this is where the journey begins. What made me fall in love with the show is how unorthodox it was. There's a story within the overall story. It pays attention to the journey more than the main characters. I'm not saying it dismisses the main characters because through the journey you understand each character morals, but the unorthodox story blends well with the clean, crisp visuals and the fights with the balanced and beautiful soundtrack by Nujabes. In the words of Deontay Wilder, till this day, there's no soundtrack that's better than Samurai Champloo. Each track had a unique sound that meshed well with the visuals of the show, creating a beautiful, unorthodox anime show that stood against time to become a timeless anime show. To me, Samurai Champloo is a painting that became a beautiful mess that will forever be praised in the anime community. Now, remember when I said that the value of the product or show goes up because it's timeless? Well, I'm big on collecting anime figures and collecting anime vinyl records, and for the character Simka in Airgear, her figure costs about $300 to $800, and a vinyl soundtrack for Samurai Champloo, it costs about $100, which means these shows are not just praised in the anime community, but it's a classic and truly the definition of a timeless anime show. Before I end this video, I want to shout out Fuzzy Force Field Sweater Company. They make affordable custom tapestry. As you can see, they made me a custom Airgear crew neck, which I love. The quality is great and the sweater came fairly quickly. And also they made this custom Spirit Away shirt for me. All you have to do is follow them on IG and DM them your idea, and they will make it in a timely manner. If you want a video of where I get my anime related clothes, just comment below. And thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe. I pay alimony to 5 different women. Stars too high. Clouds too high.